afternoon, everyone. I had some comments about other mills I was using, and I did mention that I have a cheap beam saw in one of my other videos. And I have to say, I bought this for $30 on Amazon. It's just a small little gadget, mounts on your blade, 3 little bolts there. You can drill it through so it doesn't come loose. I haven't done that because I don't use it that often. Basically, I use it when I've got a tree that's not very straight. I can't really get good planks out of it, so I use it to do beams. And I need some beams right now, that's why I'm cutting them. I need a base for a tool shed. I'm going to mount one of those cheap metal ones. So I do it this way. All I did is I started out with the log, I put the board on top, I went down one side, then I just turned the saw and I went down the other way. I don't move it around and measure it. It seems to make almost a perfect true 4x4 when I do that. Sometimes it's 5x5. I'm not being picky. This is just rough cut lumber for me. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not building cabinetry here. I'm just doing some bases for sheds and some posts and stuff like that, right? So I thought I'd start the video up and let you guys hear a little bit about the beam saw. I mean, it's not a real beam saw. You can use it on a 2x6 or a 2x4. I'm running a 2x4, so there's a little metal spacer that comes with it, and you can mount this spacer anywhere along here. You can even run it on a 1x1 it looks like, or a 1x2. You can run it on a very thin piece of wood strapping on top of the whatever you're cutting, so you can cut down to a pretty small piece of wood. And I mean, they do come in handy. It's pretty quick. It's maybe a little less effortless than the Alaskan style mill, but it's maybe not. I don't know. They're both quite a bit of work if you ask me. So with no further ado, I'll get this saw fired up and let her warm up for a minute, and I'll let you guys watch me sweat for a second. I guess since the camera's over here, I'll start over here and go this way. Yep, that's the way we'll do her. So far the Farmac's been okay, but I wouldn't say it's been better than the Neotech. I'm still partial to the Neotech, but I use this one a lot more. So it's hard to say in that department. one side. Move this over a wee bit. And then I'll rip down this side. Here we go. And you get a little sweaty doing that. But as you can see, if I would have cut this side here straight first, I'd have a beautiful 2x4. And I will still use that piece of wood. I got little bridges to make on my trails and stuff, so I'll still use it. But basically the name of the game with this saw and this style of mill is your chain has got to be extremely sharp when you're doing any milling. This is not a ripping chain. This is just a regular chain, but I sharpen it quite frequently. And I don't know, a lot of people ask me what I use, how I do it. I just use a file freehand, and then I go over the little teeth that are in front of the cutters. I forget what they call them, little dog tooth there. I go over those with a flat file once in a while. I don't do those every time. I do the cutters every time, the flat file maybe every third time. You could probably expect with a decent chain, cutting wood like this is a black spruce, you might be able to do 2-3 beams, and then you're really going to want to sharpen your saw because you're going to be working way too hard. Like I said, you saw it was just it's a little bit excruciating to cut through that whole thing like that. But now all I'm going to do is go down there with my saw and rip back this way, and I'm done. So that'll be about it. So yeah, if you like the videos I make, or you want me to keep making silly little videos like this, I will. I get it. I watch them all the time. You know, I've learned so much off YouTube and other people and other people's mistakes like I make all the time. I'm sure someone's going to chime in and say, you're definitely doing that wrong, and I'm sure I am. But I'm still making square pieces of wood out of trees that would have just laid on the ground and, you know, rotted away otherwise. We have a whole forest full of it here. Like I said, a hurricane came through here, and not been the same since. So I've got a ton of stuff, all these widow makers everywhere. Here, I'll flip this around so you can read. Look at them all. And these are big trees. These aren't small. This is good wood here. Like, this is not junk. And it's a shame to, you know, let it just sit here and rot, because that's what's going to happen to it all. So these are poplar here, white poplar. It's still good building material. I don't know, people say it's not, but I sure do think it is. It grows awfully beautiful, straight. It's a good, solid, hard wood when you got it into a beam. I've had no issues with it. Here I am standing under a widowmaker. It's inevitable in here. You're always standing under something that's ready to fall on you. But yeah, that's what happened out here. We had a lot of trees come down, and it's going to be a lot of work for me to clean all this up. I'm not even at 0.5%. You know that? I'm not even at 0.5%. Now, I haven't even made it to a measurable mark on the cleanup out here. I mean, I know it's not crucial, but I can't stand to sit there and waste wood, you know what I mean? Waste any resources, especially now, the way everything is with the timber. Everybody needs timber. And I've got so much of it just sitting out here. My wife's not interested in coming out to help, so I guess I'm on my own, and I don't blame her. This is not something she wants to get involved in, but this time of year is very busy for us with the gardens and everything else, so I'm happy that she's given me a little bit of time here in the spring to get out here and muck around with this stuff while I still can, because soon the garden starts going, and well, you'll see a whole different pile of videos coming. So anyways, if you like the videos I make, like, subscribe, hit the notifications, all that jazz. Things are changing here in the upper North Canada, so they passed some new bills, and I don't know, I guess not everybody's videos are going to be allowed online, or I don't know what's going on, but they're going to be censoring stuff. So I don't swear, and I try to keep my stuff Christian and, you know, very peaceful. I don't, you know, I don't disagree with anything out there. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. So anyhow, folks, take care. It was nice seeing you guys again. I know it's been a little while. I'll try and be more on top of these things, but we'll talk soon. Bye now. Take care of each other.